Over the past 5 years, the Denver Broncos have become one of the National Football League's most consistent winners. Mile High Stadium has played host to millions of Bronco fans, whose enthusiasm and loyalty have added up to 80 consecutive sold-out games. In 1980, the Broncos became victims of their past success and were rewarded with the second toughest schedule in the NFL. Coupled with a high rate of injuries, the Broncos broke even and finished out of the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. The optimism for a promising season was dulled early. The Broncos were simply out of sync. It was clear to knowledgeable observers that the Broncos needed a little something extra to get back on the track. That something extra was a quarterback beginning his 16th NFL season. Labeled slow and immobile, Craig Morton never lost his competitive nature and turned in one of his finest seasons. Reliable as ever, Morton provided stability and direction. In the season's 13th week, the Broncos were still contenders for the AFC Western Division Championship. While Morton breathed new life into the Denver offense, an aroused veteran defense welcomed younger players to revive the pass rush. And Fred Steinfurt, a well-traveled place kicker, found a home in Denver and responded with his best year ever. The success of the 1980 Denver Broncos was measured by the obstacles they overcame as they took important steps toward tomorrow. The newest addition to the Denver offense was Matt Robinson. Robinson was asked to adjust instantly to a new team and a new system, since Craig Morton, injured throughout the preseason, could only watch. Perhaps too much was expected too soon. The relationship between quarterback and offensive line had yet to gel. As a result, problems were defined and adjustments were made. Veterans Bill Bryan, Tom Glassick, Paul Howard, Glenn Hyde, and Claudie Miner blended with younger linemen like Keith Bishop, Kelvin Clark, and Dave Stutter to develop into a cohesive unit. They flexed their strength to create running room for a balanced group of running backs, headed by Jim Jensen, number 30. Jensen led all Bronco backs in rushing and was equally skilled as a pass catcher and led the team in that department as well. Jensen was joined by Otis Armstrong, number 24. By mid-season, Armstrong was on his way toward his best year since 1976, running up close to 500 yards before being sidelined with a neck injury. With the loss of Armstrong and with recurring injuries to John Keyworth, much was expected from another pair of running backs, Rob Lytle and Dave Preston, number 46. The Broncos used a rotating backfield system that allowed fresh runners to alternate playing time throughout the game. The system paid off, evidenced by Preston and Rob Lytle, number 41. The Bronco runners, workhorses all. Their trademark is not brilliance, it's balance. While Denver backs travel in pairs, so do tight ends. Riley Odoms and Ron Egloff, number 85, are the bookends in the Bronco two tight end alignment. Egloff's progress continued as he further grasped the demands of his position. Egloff would see more playing time, if not for number 88, Riley Odoms, a proven model of consistency. In 9 years as a Bronco, Odoms has missed just 3 games, has been to 4 Pro Bowls, and was the Denver touchdown leader in 1980. The bullish style of the tight ends was contrasted by a pair of freewheeling wide receivers, Haven Moses and Rick Upchurch, number 80. In addition to totaling over 600 yards on 46 catches, Upchurch enhanced his position as the NFL's all-time leading punt returner and retained his knack for the big play. For 13 years, big plays have come first nature for Haven Moses, number 25. A precise pattern receiver, Moses averaged 18 yards a catch and added to his career total of 55 touchdowns. The consistency of Haven Moses surprised no one. However, a welcome surprise wore number 81, a second-year acrobat named Steve Watson. In a reserve role, Watson averaged over 24 yards a catch and was a key contributor to Denver's receiving corps. Another area of vast improvement surfaced with the special teams. The Broncos were the best in the NFL. A testament to that fact was Luke Prestridge, the AFC's premier punter. On the receiving end of opponents' kickoffs, Larry Brunson emerged as one of the division's leading return men. Brunson and the Bronco offense put it all together in the season's second week against Tom Landry's Dallas Cowboys. But before the Bronco offense fired up, the defense snuffed the Cowboys' flame. The Cowboys' vaunted running game was shut down, and their long ball threats came up empty. The Cowboys simply never got it going.
White looking, pocket collapsing, sacked by Boyd. He fumbles the ball. It's looped around the 5-yard line. Denver's got it.
The Broncos got it and held it. Momentum shifted to the offense as quarterback Matt Robinson engineered a Denver attack that scored the most points against a Cowboy team in 10 years. Robinson threw for 200 yards and a touchdown, ran for a score of his own, and Denver opened up a 14-0 lead. Indeed, the Cowboys got a taste of the high country. The defense then took the offensive and did some scoring of its own when Tony Dorsett gift-wrapped a fumble for strong safety Bill Thompson, number 36. It marked the 4th time in his career that Thompson has returned a fumble for a touchdown, an NFL record. The score gave the Broncos a lead they never relinquished, a lead they extended in the second half.
Jensen, Armstrong. It is to Armstrong running to the right. Trip. He stays on his feet and scores. At the 3-yard line. Again, Moses wide right, double tight end. Robinson gives the ball to Jensen. What a hole! Touchdown! You and I could have scored.
The 41-20 win hardly made the Broncos #1, but in the midst of a slow start, it revealed their promise and potential. After 4 weeks, the Broncos were 1-3. Prospects for a successful season appeared thinner than the air above Mile High Stadium. To get back in the hunt, Craig Morton was summoned to stabilize the Denver offense. Morton would assume most of the quarterback duties, but offered nothing but support for the man he replaced, Matt Robinson.
I think he's a very class guy, and I want him to be very successful. But he's had his problems at the beginning of the year, so they asked me to come in and kind of spell him for a while, and that's fine with me. I think the objective for any team is to try to win, and we're just doing that right now.
I wasn't happy with the way I played at the beginning of the year. I thought things would happen a lot faster as far as playing well, but they didn't, and I realized I had a lot to learn, so I'll just go from there. But I'm not displeased at all with the situation. It's really advantageous towards me.
The move proved especially advantageous for the Broncos. On a Monday night in October, Morton teamed with Denver veterans to provide the key plays in an interdivisional matchup with the Washington Redskins. Rick Upchurch's touchdown plus 2 Fred Steinfort field goals and an Otis Armstrong score earned the Broncos a 20-17 win. Against the Cleveland Browns, Bronco defenders came up with their biggest play of the year. With the Browns threatening to score, the Denver rush forced Brian Sipe to throw an off-balance pass. Batted down by Randy Gradishar, the ball took a bizarre hop off the hip of Tom Jackson. Back into the hands of Gradishar. With the Browns frozen in disbelief, Gradishar took off on a 93-yard odyssey and relived the loneliness of the long-distance runner. It was Denver's lone touchdown of the afternoon, but with 4 Steinfort field goals, it was enough for a 19-16 win on the road. Randy Gradishar represents one of the Broncos' major strengths, the linebackers. After early season injuries to regulars Joe Rizzo and Bob Swenson, the linebacking contingent resembled a patchwork orange, and it remained for veterans Gradishar and Tom Jackson to lend leadership to the reserves. Jackson, number 57, led all Denver linebackers in sacks. Others noticed and followed suit. Others like Jim Ryan and Greg Braceland and Rob Nair, number 58, who filled in capably for Bob Swenson. Larry Evans, number 56, who replaced Joe Rizzo, became the team's second leading tackler. The linebackers performed best as a group, and like a Rocky Mountain avalanche, they just kept coming. The injuries may have been a blessing in disguise, as the unit gained a depth of experience and is all the more prepared to meet the challenges of 1981. Another unit weakened by injuries was the secondary, where the vital constant was Lewis Wright, number 20. No stranger to all pro teams, Wright remained a force at left cornerback. Elsewhere, changes were made. Aaron Kyle was inserted at right corner, and Steve Foley, number 43, was moved to free safety. Foley adapted quickly and became the Broncos' leading interceptor. Reserves Mike Harden, Maurice Harvey, and Perry Smith learned from the elder statesman of the secondary, strong safety Bill Thompson, number 36. Thompson's 40-yard interception return sealed a win over the New York Giants. All told, it was a turnaround year for the Denver defense, signaled by Tom Jackson.
When it comes to talent, hustle, any of those things, I think we still got it. We just had some problems early that we're not used to. We've been used to playing together for a long time without being injured. we've been so inconsistent, we haven't had a chance to get any momentum going, putting together 2-3 victories in a row.
The streak did come when the Broncos put together 3 straight wins, beginning with the San Diego Chargers. It took big plays to win, both on defense and offense.
Snap directly back to Morton. The pass is on its way. It is caught by Paxton, a fingertip catch.
While the offensive line opened it up for Rob Lytle, the defense halted Charger progress when it counted most.
Fourth down, 1.5 yards. Fouts to throw for it. He's looking. There's the pass to the back of the end zone. And it is broken up by Lewis right out of the end zone.
The victory put the Broncos back where they felt they belonged, in contention for a championship. Inconsistency hurt the Broncos in December, but there were many bright spots. None brighter than the development of the defensive line. Bronco fans witnessed the most notable improvement in the defensive scheme, the pass rush. In the course of the season, the Broncos more than doubled their sack total of the year before. The leaders of the new rush were hardly household names. One in particular, rookie tackle Rulon Jones, number 75, led the line in sacks and was followed closely by number 77, Greg Boyd, 280 pounds of pursuit. Boyd, Jones, and rookie Laval Short complemented the work of established defenders Barney Chavis, Bryson Manor, and nose tackle Reuben Carter, number 68. The defensive line moved with a new rhythm in 1980. The tempo was controlled by the man in the middle, the nose tackle. The demands of the position seldom allow the nose tackle to pick off a pass and score, as Don Latimer did in a win over Seattle. It is a rare moment for a man whose position is the most demanding and punishing in pro football. It takes a special person to play the nose, a man like Reuben Carter, number 68, who thrives on extra efforts. The position requires strength, agility, and quickness. Reuben Carter is aware of the demand.
The nose tackle is the key to any 3-4 defense. He causes things to bounce outside. He really makes things happen.
Let's go. 11 here.
Carter and his colleagues made things happen on a Monday night against Super Bowl champion Oakland. In 60 minutes of play, the Denver defense never allowed the Raiders to cross their goal line.
And no matter what happens, we stick. I said go switch with it, man.
Nose to nose with the opposing center, Carter was the victim of double and triple team blocking, clipping, holding, and blindside hits. For Reuben Carter, it is life in the crossfire zone. The nose tackle lives with the frustration, but there are those moments of fulfillment. Carter's performance was overshadowed. The loss to the Raiders eliminated Denver from contention, but Oakland's respect for Carter and the Broncos was clear.
Got my vote. All right, God bless you, man.
Near season's end, another vote of confidence was extended to Matt Robinson, who valued the support he received from players and management in his year of transition.
When I came in here, management, coaches, players all treated me fine. They've been great, and then when at the beginning of the year when things didn't go so well for me, still total support. Don't worry about it. It's going to come. Just, be patient with it.
It came in the season finale in Seattle. Rob Lytle turned in his top rushing game of the year. Fred Steinfurt kicked 4 more field goals, and Matt Robinson teamed with Riley Odoms to highlight a 25-17 win. As the Broncos brought the 1980 season to a close, they also said a long goodbye to a man entering retirement, a charter member of Denver's first big winning teams, Otis Armstrong. Number 24 was drafted in the first round in 1973. A year later, he was the leading rusher in the NFL. Instrumental in the success of the 1977 Super Bowl team, Armstrong combined shifty speed and power up the middle with big play breakaway speed in the open. The memory of Otis Armstrong lives on in Denver. Simply said, he will be missed. As the Broncos bid farewell to Armstrong and look to the future, they welcome a new team owner. In February 1981, Gerald and Alan Phipps of Rocky Mountain Empire Sports sold the Denver Broncos to Edgar F. Kaiser Jr. Kaiser's first act as owner was to introduce a new general manager, Grady Alderman, and a new head coach, Dan Reeves.
I believe that the Broncos needed a strong offensive organization and a young coaching organization. I believe that Grady Alderman and Dan Reeves were the two best men to fill those positions.
Set! You really open up and get out of the way now, Gary, so you can come right up the middle. Huh?
Dan Reeves, the former offensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys, brings to the Broncos a proven record as an outstanding strategist who stresses execution and attention to detail.
We'll trap this guy way over here. Your halfbacks cut inside of me now. Head for your off tackle.
Brown right, F Taylor 95 blast. On set.
With the Cowboys, Reeves worked closely with Tom Landry to implement the game plans that resulted in trips to 5 Super Bowls, a record unequaled by any other NFL team.
Let me talk to Coach Landry a second if he's got time. Tell Tony to go down and block the safety. If we call on second down and Tony sees one out and a walk away.
In an atmosphere of apparent confusion, Reeves' style is to remain calm, efficient, and effective.
Touchdown. All right.
Dan Reeves brings to Denver those same ingredients that made the Dallas Cowboys a perennial power. A promise of a bright future in Denver was never stronger than now, as Reeves joins hands with the Broncos to step toward tomorrow.